Hello, and welcome back to the Dungeons & Dragons Podcast UK. My name is Yasmin, and I will be the DM.
Hi, my name's Colin, and I play Cuin de Greymont, a paladin from Gavany.
Hi, I'm Spencer. I play Caddo Chasseur, a cleric also from Gavany.
Hi, I'm Brian, and I play Ogvar Shawfoot, a ranger from Kessig.
Hi, my name is Samantha, and I play Elora Greyvale, a sorcerer from Nephalia. Yay! We are back! Welcome to 2023, everyone, and we would like to wish you all a very happy new year. We would also like to thank every one of you for listening to our podcast and joining us on Facebook and Twitter throughout 2022. Special thank yous are due to everyone who supported and donated to our podcast last year, enabling us to acquire some of the new cabling and tech that we needed to run things efficiently. All of this now aired, it is time to return to our tale, beginning with a brief recap of our story so far. Gathering in Gloomrest, a paladin and a ranger intercept a sorceress. At the Cracked Acorn Inn, introductions were made, an important mission discussed, and the team was assembled. Experiencing eerie events and encounters en route, the three travelled out together towards Drenau. Upon reaching their destination, they began tracking the trail of Katerina Brum, a Cathar of the church, and a key target in their mission to aid the Archangel Avicen. A visit to the Spine Mine bookshop saw one Zofia Softblaze provide our companions with clues, leading the team to the church where they met the effervescent Esther Aziz. Having completed contracts and engaging in conflicts with cultists during their stay in Drenau, the team expanded their entourage before heading out of town and onward to cross over the Ospid River to the city of Selhoff. Selhoff was intended to be a stop-off point for rest, recuperation and resupply before continuing their journey to Genric's Tower and hopefully more help with their mission. So far, Selhoff has provided the party with good beds at the guild, great grub, coin for contracts concluded and fun far below the city streets. Well, there is nothing quite like a good old duel in a drainage system for an evening's entertainment, is there? We rejoin our adventurers after what can only be described as an active night out in the urban underground that lies beneath the largely slumbering city streets of Selhoff. Upon arriving back at the guild, our friends find it lively and full with the ale flowing freely. Episode 69. Hugely Happy Haversack.
Okay, so by the time you've got out of this sewer pipe and you've started making your way back up to the guild, it's probably about 10 o'clock at night. You've had a good couple of hours of entertainment, good couple of hours of fun. You've splattered some rats, killed some crocs. So yeah, you've had some good fun, and you started making your way back up to the guild. For anyone who has taken a vial of clear breath, you would have taken this vial at about 7:30. So lasting for about 6 hours, it's going to take you to 1:30 easy. Okay.
Right, so when I asked if it smelt of fish at the dock, so it was just a question, I wouldn't have known it.
Yeah. So I think, who did you all take a vial of clear breath apart from Caddo and Esther?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You've walked all the way up. It's quite a crisp night, quite a clear night though, and it's very, very quiet in the town. You see a couple of black cats slinking around corners, But aside from that, this kind of upper part of the town, as you're moving away from the docks, is very, very quiet. There are obviously the houses either side of you and shops and whatnot. The shops are all dark, they're all shut, but the houses you can see kind of warm illumination from within. So some of them you can see like entire windows which are lit up, others you can see just kind of cracks of light peeking through boards, shutters or curtains. But it's quite quiet, very still, and there's not much noise at all. It's all very, very quiet, quite peaceful. So you make your way back up to the guild, and you walk through the guild doors at the front, and you're greeted with this foyer with a load of contracts pinned up on the wall, and you can see this young lad who's very snotty with you, Elora. He's currently at the moment stood up on a little set of step stools, just pinning new and like with a small little mini hammer tacking new quests into the wall.
Laura imagines, she looks at this and she imagines taking some of those tacks and hammering them into his butt cheeks as she looks at him and just smiles to herself.
Okay. You do you.
Thank you for that input.
So, you've imagined tacking some nails into this guy's backside. And as you go further into the guild, so you have to walk past him to get into the main door, but you push open this door, and it's like this kind of saloon-style swing door. And you're greeted with the sight of this tiered, big hall. And it is buzzing in there. The crowd is quite lively. You've got like a little troupe almost, a little band in the corner who are playing some really upbeat tavern music. You've got pipes going, they've got like a little loop thing which they're strumming, and the guild is really buzzing. I mean, that you can clearly see that the bar is in full flow, and they've actually cracked out the big kegs and they've turned the taps on and just started shoving mugs to fill up these mugs. And yeah, so you've got these food windows open. They're doing more food. It looks like it's beef, roast beef, but it looks more like a kind of like a snack bar type affair. They've got beef and it's more like cold cuts of meat. They're not doing hot food. So yeah, it's really vibrant, buzzing atmosphere.
Right, Laura's going to go up to the bar and just tap on the bar and try and get someone's attention. She's not sure who's behind the bar today, but tonight. So she's just going to go up and say, "Excuse me, can we get some drinks, please?"
It's this guy who does. It's Greg who does the cocktails behind the bar, and he looks at you and goes, "Yeah, sure. What do you want? What can I get you?"
Well, it's not my normal thing, but I think I'd quite like to try one of those Shirley Abersons. They seem to be quite popular with the other girls, so I'm just going to try the one and see what all the fuss is about.
Okay, sure thing. Anything else for you, gents? Lady?
Yes, please. I'll try a cocktail as well. I'll have half a pint of ale with another half a pint of ale on top, please.
Right, my kind of guy. There we go. Right, holy man, what do you want?
Yeah, I'll have what he's having. The half pint of ale with an additional half pint of ale.
You're not having the communion wine? I thought that might be up your street.
Normally on a Sunday morning.
Oh, okay.
I'll just I think I'll join these good fellows and have half a pint of ale with another one added, if that's all right with you, good sir.
Okay. Esther pipes up from behind you. She goes, "Oh well, I think I've had far too many cocktails for one night, so I shall have some ale, please, good sir." This guy, this Greg, he kind of goes, "All right, okie dokie then," and he picks up these 4 big tankards in one hand, shoves them under this keg, knocks the tap, it pours out, fills up the mugs, overflows a little bit, shuts the tap off. And he then kind of splits them, so he's got 2 in each hand. And then behind the bar, he's clearly got some kind of towel, because as he takes the mugs, he wipes them and then puts them on top of the bar in front of you. So there's now 4 beers in front of you, and Elora, for your cocktail, he begins making it. And he's got his little shaker, and he's doing all sorts of things with a little spring inside and all sorts of stuff. And he kind of gives this flourish as he kind of pours it out and then leaves this kind of like whip on top and then slides it your way.
Thank you very much. That looks very nice. I'm going to try that. I've had a good evening. Might as well round it off. Let's see what the fuss is all about. So Laura's going to take a nice swig of this and see what the fuss is about.
It's
Okay.
got to taste better than that mead you had earlier. You remember the one with the lumps?
Oh, yeah, that wasn't nice.
Yep, so you take a sip of this drink and it tastes a lot like cherry sherbet.
Ooh. Oh. Hey guys, this is actually really nice. That's very nice. In fact, and Laura turns around and she ruffles around and she says to Orland, you got any sweet pastries left in there?
Yeah, what do you want? Got a croissant, Pano chocolate.
Oh, I'll have a plate.
Pano chocolate coming right up then.
Laura's already caught it because she's got used to this. Guys, I think this Shirley Averson will go down really nicely with one of these. Very nice. Does anybody else want any?
No, I'm okay, thank you. I stay away from the sweet stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Have you got a sausage roll left?
Orland, have we got sausage rolls in there at all?
One sausage roll for ham coming right up.
She's caught that one as well, and she's going to hand it to Kieran. So there you go, Kieran. There's a nut. It's hot too.
What? Oh, yes. That'll go down very nicely with this old beer.
Fantastic. That's great. And with that, she's going to pat Orland, and then try and turn around and find a seat. But as she goes, she's going to have a quick scan of the room. Did you see Arvis anywhere? Has Arvis actually surfaced, or is she just absent from the room?
Okay, make me a spot check.
That'll be a 7 all in from Alora, so not great. The straw from Miss Shirley Averson's just poked me in the eye.
Sounds painful. Yep, you can take a -1 on spot checks
Thank you very much.
for the rest of the evening.
That's painful. I wasn't expecting that. You don't get that in the beer.
Okay, yeah, no, you can't see Arvis in the room at all. Okay, so are you going over to find a table, are you?
I am. She is.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so it's quite difficult to find a table. It's very crowded in here, but you do eventually manage to find one. And are you doing anything special for the evening at all? Any of you?
Well, Kieran will be finishing his ale in his sausage roll, then bidding everybody good night because it's, 10:30, 11 o'clock now?
Yeah, about that.
Well then, I suppose I'm going to have this and I'm off to bed. I suppose we're going to meet up in the morning for breakfast and then go up to get any bits and pieces and then go up and see the bishop.
Yeah, I think that's fine with me. I'll come up to the church with you. I don't think I've got anything pressing. I know, Caddo, you've got some things to collect, haven't you, in the morning?
Yeah, I need to go and pick up the stuff. But yeah, we definitely need to go back and see the bish and find out what's going on in his basement. And hopefully have him just a little bit more chatty with us. You never know, he might be awake.
Was he asleep last time?
He sort of fell asleep, but I don't think he was really asleep, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
I think he was trying to pull the wool over her eyes.
Do you think he'd had enough of the conversation? Do you think he just wanted you to go?
Well, you know,
Yeah, that was the impression he gave.
he didn't want to answer
Not
too
very,
many
not very
questions.
welcoming as a holy man.
Well, I don't think he wanted to answer too closely too many questions.
Oh.
So
I see.
I think if we go up en masse,
He was quite elderly, so he might have just been a bit cantankerous, but you never know.
Oh, I see.
he was certainly full of joy when he took the offering. So
Yeah, his eyes lit up when we gave him the eyeball.
Okay. Yes, I think that seems a reasonable idea for the morning. We can meet down here as Kieran suggested. I think so, yes.
yeah,
I will join you as well.
Right, well, Alora's going to just finish up her Shirley Averson, and yeah, I can see the attraction. And she's going to shuffle around in her cloak pocket and pull out her key with the number 9 attached. And she's also going to make her way upstairs and into her room. Open a window slightly and hang up the pouch that she's got Orland, Rowan in, so that he can flutter out the bottom and go outside if he wants to.
Okay, yeah, so you do that. So you all go to bed and you all have a very nice night's sleep. And you have all leveled up.
Yay!
Hooray!
None of us checked into the
Okay.
harvest.
No.
Never mind.
So you are all now level 7
Yay.
characters.
Correctamundo.
Nice.
Yeah. So, how are our stats looking now?
Well, Alora's now gone up to 36 HP. Not a lot else has changed. None of her ability scores have obviously uplifted. Her fort, reflex and will have not changed, and her base attack bonus has not changed either. What she has done is she's apportioned a couple of skill points, and she has gained another first level, a second level, and a third level spell.
Okay, so Ogvar, his progression to level 7th, he has decided to multi-class into Scout. His hit points have increased to 41. His hit dice remain the same as a D8. So he has the same amount of skill points to allocate, which is 8, which he has put into animal handling, spot, balance, and jump. So also with that, he has gained a +2 to reflex saves, nothing to his BAB, and nothing to his fortitude or will either. But he has gained the skirmish and trap finding feat.
Awesome. There we go.
Nice. Everybody's favourite cleric has increased his base attack bonus, which is always good. His hit points have gone up to 53. He's increased his ability to concentrate by a couple of skill points. And most importantly, he's now able to cast level 4 spells. Which, because of the quality of his wisdom, he gets a bonus 1 as well. So he gets his domain spell and 2 4th level spells, which might be handy. There we go.
Nice.
Okay, Kieran has gone up to 56 hit points. He gets an extra boost on base attack bonus, which also leaks into grappling. And he's put his 2 ability points into survival to gain another 1. Skill points. Skill points into survival, gaining an extra 1. So that has moved up to 3. And that's about it.
Okay, cool. So, overnight, you all level up and you all have very, very pleasant dreams. And overnight, you all gain certain benefits.
Oh, I like.
Ogvar, as you dream of the deep woods in Kessig, and you almost fly through the forest, inspecting almost every single plant on your way. And it's like this very hyper-realistic, like your vision almost zooms in on kind of the tiniest little mushrooms and then zooms back out again as you almost
mushroom.
flip through the forest. And when you wake up in the morning, you have +2 on knowledge nature checks.
Ace.
Okay. Kieran, as you dream overnight, you dream of this fight you've just had in the arena. And you dream of fighting Larissa again. And seeing her kind of bare her teeth, and then you just have this amazing dream of just absolutely letting loose in this absolutely awesome fight. When you wake up in the morning, you have +2 on intimidate checks.
Ooh, thank you.
Interesting.
Okay. Elora,
Yay.
when you as you dream every night, you have quite a strange dream. It's a strange dream which involves lots of piles of boxes.
You paused at exactly the right moment there. Your dream's about piles.
I must go to the apothecary in the morning.
You've gained +2 to toilet checks.
Oh dear.
Okay, as you dream overnight, you have a very strange dream. And in your dream, there are lots and lots of piles of boxes. And as you begin to almost move in your dream, you realise that you're not as tall as you used to be. You are, in fact, a lettuce.
Leave it out.
And this dream, you just kind of roll around on top of these boxes, kind of bouncing from one bit to the next, kind of rolling along the edges of things and travelling across very thin strips of like wood and planks. When you wake up in the morning, as well as being quite weirded out, you have a +2 on balance checks.
Oh, nice.
So Caddo, overnight, you dream as well. And you have what you would consider to be probably one of your standard dreams. You dream of, it starts off, you dream of being in the church with your grandmother, attending mass. You dream of playing with Pickle in the glades and across the meadows in Gavany. And you remember back to a time in your childhood, or certainly in your younger years, when you were playing with probably Pickle as a puppy, and he fell down and he hurt himself. And you remember the first time you kind of channeled this healing power, this kind of raw, emotion-fueled power, kind of fueled by your upset and your sadness at seeing your precious dog, your precious puppy, hurt. And you remember the exact feeling of this warmth surging through your veins down to your fingertips. And this feeling grows and grows, and it really echoes and resonates with you. And when you wake up, you now have a +2 on heal checks.
That come in handy.
That's handy for a cleric.
Yeah, no kidding.
There we go. So, you're all awake. What are you doing?
Well, Alora's gonna, she's gonna leap out of bed and just check herself over, because it was a very strange dream that she just had. And then she's gonna just shrug it off and smile as she remembers the burning lettuce going orbital. And feel quite satisfied about that, just remembering it. And then, yeah, she's going to get herself dressed and washed up, and then she's just going to go downstairs into the bar and wait for the others to come down.
I think Ogvar will wake up and get himself ready in the usual timely fashion that he does. But on the way down, he will stop at Arvis's room and give a knock on the door and see what happens.
Okay. You knock on the door, and it's not too long.
You'll get barked at.
And it's not too long before the door opens and you're greeted by a wet nose. It's not Arvis's nose, it's Pickle's. Just thought I'd clarify that before anyone
Hello, Pickle. How are you?
made a comment.
Morning, boy.
Pickle has not opened the door. Arvis is stood behind him. And she looks very bedraggled, but certainly a lot more awake and a lot more alert than she was previously.
Okay, so good morning, Arvis. How are you?
Oh, morning. I'm feeling a little better, I
You
suppose.
don't look better yet.
Thank you. That's a lovely compliment. Yes. Well, I think I should be fine once I've had some coffee, I believe.
Oh, they'll definitely have some of that
Hopefully.
downstairs. I would like to know, did you find your key?
Yes, I did. Thank you very much. And thank you for looking after me last night and whatnot. I was quite the worst aware, I think we could say.
Yes, I think we could both agree you were fairly intoxicated. Normally it's our paladin who behaves
Yes.
in such a way.
Yes. Yes. Well, I shan't be drinking with Esther again anytime soon. I don't think.
No, that may be wise. And while we're on the subject of cups, where is mine?
Oh, yes. Okay. And she turns away from the door, and she heads over and reappears a couple of seconds later with your cup.
Oh, I'll trade you for this one. It's a souvenir from the underground market. It's you can have this one, and I'll have mine back because mine was a gift.
Oh, how thoughtful of you. Oh, thank you very much. And she takes the cup and she looks at it very closely and she goes, oh, well, I think coffee calls.
Okay, good idea. I shall come down with you. And I assume, are you coming as well, Pickle?
Pickle just snuffles at you and then buries his nose into your hip.
Okay, I take that as a yes. Let's go find your master.
Kind of gives you this kind of like headbutt, this doggy headbutt. So you're saying, come on, let's go.
Okay.
Okay. So you head downstairs with Arvis. Pickle damn near takes your leg out as he pushes past you, jumping down, like kind of scrabbling down the stairs. And yeah, you head downstairs. Okay, so Kewin and Caddo, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna put me armour on and head downstairs to meet everybody for a brekkie.
Okay.
Likewise for me, I will check into Arvis's room and discover my dog is no longer there, but then neither is Arvis. So I will make the assumption that my dog is chasing bacon and head downstairs.
Okay, yep. So you all head downstairs, and you've probably woken up at about, what time would you guys say you'd woken up? Would you have gone early? A bit of a lie-in?
I think Alora's used to being up with the lark. She'd have probably slept in a little bit longer, but she'd have still probably been up for about 7:30, I would have thought.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, would have been downstairs.
Yeah, I would have been up early for my prayers at sunrise, but probably would have waited to a sensible hour before thinking of going and waking Arvis.
So I'm going to say it's probably about 8 o'clock when you get downstairs into the guild. And when you get down there, you kind of drip in dribs and drabs as you arrive. And the guild is quite quiet, quite empty.
Alora would have already got a big pot of coffee and had it delivered to the table or taken it to the table. And then she'd have just been waiting for the others. And...
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. So when all of you get down there, you can see that the guild is clean. It's being cleaned up. You can still see the odd kind of pile of swept up rubbish on the floor, which has been missed, perhaps under a table or two. And you can see that there are, in fact, a couple of patrons who are still flopped over on the table, dead drunk, just kind of snoring away. But it's very quiet. There's no music going at this time in morning. It's far too early for that. But you can see that this kind of breakfast bar is up, and they have a variety of kind of breakfast foods. There's, again, in these kind of self-serve trays, there's eggs, there's bacon, sausage, your kind of standard full Innistrad breakfast.
Yeah, I think Alora would have taken a plate and tucked into that lot, just gone and got herself a breakfast and continued until everybody else just came down and met up with her.
Yeah, so Ogvar probably knows the drill. He's just going to crack on with it and go and get himself some food and sit down and wait for the day to start.
Laura sees Ogvar and she's like, "Hi Ogvar, how you doing?"
Morning, I'm okay, and Arvis seems marginally better.
Yes, I noticed she come down with you.
Yes,
At least she's on both feet now.
she tackled the stairs better coming down than she went up them.
Yeah, that's not surprising, to be fair.
Well, Pickle seems to have followed me down. I assume Caddo will be down shortly.
Okay. So by the time everyone gets into the guild, they've got themselves breakfast and they're all seated. By the time that's happened, it's about 8 o'clock. So, you might have come in a bit early, but by the time everyone's there, it's about 8 o'clock. Are there any conversations you're having in particular over breakfast?
Well, I might debate with Kewin whether or not it's an all-you-can-eat breakfast. And I would certainly feed my puppy some sausage and some bacon, probably.
Yeah, Pickle's having quite a bit of sausage and bacon.
What I would do is right then. So we're all going up to the to see the old Bish at the church. Caddo's got a few bits to pick up. Anybody else need anything?
I don't believe so. I think I think I'm ready to go. I'll just follow suit.
But was it on the way to the church, or do you have to come back this way?
Well, we kind of had to. From memory, we went down towards the docks, didn't we? For the guy who's doing the compass, because he was down by the docks, and then the armourer was the same bloke you used. And I think it's easier to do those two places and then the cathedral rather than come back here. Otherwise, we'd be doing two sides of a triangle, I think, rather than one.
Well, yeah. Well, I know the armourer will be up early because he, gets the day going. He has to get the
He has to get the forge up, I suppose.
the forge up and going. So you reckon it will be best?
We could do armourer. We could do armourer, compass, then Bish.
No, but what I mean is, was it on the way to the church from here?
Yeah, it'd be further to come back here rather than keep going
Okay.
onto the cathedral from memory.
So it'd be better for us all to go.
Yeah, if people don't mind waiting just for a little while, just while I have a quick armour fitting to make sure it fits properly because it was made to measure.
Well, no, that's okay. I actually want to pop in at least one place because I'm trying to track somebody down. and I'll talk to you guys about it afterwards. But I need to try and see if. Yeah, I just need to ask somebody some questions and get to the bottom of a small mystery.
Would that work down near the docks? Because the guy who's doing my compass has got a shop down near the docks.
Well, yeah, I'll find somewhere. I'll find somewhere along the way that looks suitable, and I'll just dive in there and ask a question.
You sure? Because we can always split up and meet at the cathedral at a fixed time.
No, it's okay. I'll jog along with you guys, and we'll go together today.
Okay. I mean, handily, the cathedral's got a big clock on the outside, so it is easy to know when you've got there on time.
Are you trying to be funny?
No, I'm just suggesting that it would make a change for us to all know what time of day it is.
Well, okay, whatever. I just need, as long as I can just pop into a couple of places and just see if I just
Well,
be quiet.
yeah, my fitting in the armour is going to take a little while, so I'm guessing you have time to have a bit of a potter. And then I want to get, that spyglass that you guys kindly gave me because I thought it'd be useful. I just thought while I was in the compass shop, it might be worth getting it valued just to see if it's a really good one. Because if it is, we only really need a basic spyglass, and it might be worth cashing it in, getting a basic one, and putting the rest of the money into
Well,
funds.
we gave it to you because we're not going to use it. I don't actually need it, and I don't, it was just, all it was carrying it around. So we thought that, seeing as you were looking for one, it would probably be more use. So if you want to sort something out with that, you go right ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't a good look at it, but the chap in the shop would be at least be able to value it for us, so we know if it's worth anything. I mean, they don't come cheap in the first place, but if it's a particularly good one, we only need a basic one, don't we?
Knock yourself out there, Kieran.
Shadow.
Hey, what am I doing?
I'm sorry, Kieran. I'm sorry. It must have been that Shirley Everson. I can see why they had problems with it. Sorry, I was referring to Caddo, not Kieran. My mistake. Your fault.
Right, so after breakfast, we'll all set out. Do you think we'll need to? We'll probably need to. Should we pay the tab before we leave, or should
I
we
don't
be
know.
coming back?
I mean, we may be coming back. I don't know. We'll sort this out later, I think.
Are we going to be setting off for the tower today? I reckon probably by the time we've spoken to the bish and
Yeah,
sorted out
probably
whatever
better.
his issue is, I reckon we'll be on the road tomorrow.
Well, I don't know,
Yeah.
because I might have a little bit of business to sort out. But
Yeah. I reckon we've got another night in this place yet.
Okay, then, so we won't cash everything in there. Okay. So yeah, we're just going to have breakfast and then we're all going to head off.
Potter to the armourers.
Are you coming along, Arvis, or you going to recuperate today?
No, I shall come with you, I think. Get some fresh air.
Arvis,
Yes.
have you thought about your onward plans yet? Have you had time to consider what you're actually going to do?
Well, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. I think I might spend some time in Selhoff.
Okay.
I think it's a little too soon for me to be going back out. I need to find a group to stick with, and I think you've sound like you have your own plans. So I think I shall stay with Mr. Marks for a while.
Well, I think he'll probably see you, right,
And,
won't he?
Well, I hope so. Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, you're welcome to join us out in town, or you can obviously just go and do your own thing. It's entirely up to you, but you're welcome if you wish.
Well, thank you very much for the offer. Perhaps I shall go and take a look and see if I can find Mr. Marks.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I hope you find him, and we might see you later on then.
Yes, I hope to see you before you leave. It'd be very nice to see you again.
Sure thing, no problem. Laura will tip her hat and wobble the corks a bit, and off she goes towards the door.
Okay. So by the time you all kind of get up and leave the guild, it's about 8:30. You've shoveled breakfast down your face, and you've had this discussion, and now you are on your way. So I take it your first stop is you are heading to the armourers.
Do we need to check that we've got all the animals? I mean, I know I've got my dog, but you let your bat go rogue again.
Yeah, he does his thing. I'm not too worried about him. He can look after himself, clearly.
And I'm guessing we've still got the bird.
Yep. On the shoulder.
Excellent. Right. In which case, we're taking the entire menagerie to the armourers with us.
What part of town was... When Alora went to the silver shop to get her silver fiddle, it was called the silver something, I can't remember what it was. The silver seal. Is the silver seal in the rough direction that everybody's heading?
Yeah, so your market district and your shopping district is all kind of in one area.
Right, Laura, if she can she spot this along the way, along their route, and she'd like to dive back in there again.
It's not on the route per se, but you can easily spot the kind of paths you took together.
Right, where are you guys actually headed? You're headed to the armoury, yeah?
The armourers, yeah.
The armourers, right. And where's that?
It's pretty much in the middle of the market district on your way down towards the dock. From memory, although queuing, have I got that about right?
Yes, I mean, there, and then it's to, what was the name of the compass place?
Oh, you've got me there. I just remember it's down by the docks. It was on the left-hand side just before we got to the actual docks.
I'll find it.
You can't miss
yes,
it.
well,
He was the obvious compass shop if you keep walking towards the water.
Okay, no problem. What I'll do is I'll meet you out by the compass shop. I'll head there. There's something that I'd like to go and do. So if you don't mind, I'll go and do that and I'll meet up with you guys outside the compass shop. I think that'll be fairly easy to find.
Outstanding. Yeah, all right then. Do you want the company of the dog? You'll be all right on your own.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just going to go and make a couple of inquiries.
All right then. Have fun.
I will. Thank you. And you. So Laura's going to peel off and she's going to make her way back to the Silver Seal. And when she gets to the shop, she's going to go in and make her way down to the counter and see if she can find the woman that she found the previous day.
Yeah, so this lady's still there.
Hi. I was in here yesterday and you sold me a beautiful little silver fiddle and it's absolutely smashing and absolutely ideal for the job. Thank you very much for that. However, I do have an inquiry and I don't know whether you can help me or maybe you can point me in the direction of someone that can. I was looking to acquire a particular magical item and I was told that there is somebody in the city that's actually got one. And all I know is it's a bloke. Whether or not he'd be willing to part with it is another matter. But they said that the person I spoke to wouldn't tell me who it was, but said that if I asked in some of the local shops or asked around, somebody would know who it was that got it. I don't know why they wouldn't tell me his name. I didn't press them on it, but that's why I'm here. And I wondered if you might be able to tell me. I'm looking for a ring of 4 winds. Do you know anybody who's got one? Or do you know where I could get one?
Yes, I certainly do. I'm not sure you'd be able to get him to part with it though. But yes, whoever you were talking to is quite right. It is very easy to see. You shall find up near the church. Not too far away. I personally haven't been there myself, but I have heard of it. It's a rather curious little shop. I say shop, it's more of a curios and collectibles. The man who runs it is called Vizara. He's rather a strange fellow, and he tends to collect all sorts of odds and ends, knickknacks. Things you wouldn't expect. You know, they look like rubbish, but they tend to be something else, according to him. But I have heard that he does have a ring of the 4 winds. That is something in his collection, I believe, and something he boasts of quite proudly. It's I believe, his crowning piece. If you will.
This guy, this Vizara, what kind of a bloke is he? Is he quite amenable? Is he a well-known local, or?
He's a strange little man. He very much is a strange little man. Not particularly sociable, but he adores people coming around his. It's not really a store, to be honest. It's more of a museum.
Oh.
I mean, apparently things have price tags on them, but he never sells them.
Hmm. Okay.
He says they will find their right owner someday. It's very, very odd.
Well, I thank you for that. And I might pop up there and just take a look at his shop. So thank you very much for your information. I figured you'd probably know. Yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted today, and I was just looking for a bit of information, and you seem to have been able to provide that. So thank you very much. And I'll bid you a good day. Thank you.
Yes, a good day to you as well. Oh, I should probably warn you, there is a fee for entry.
There's a thief. What, into his
Yeah.
shop, museum, whatever?
Well, yes, I mean, he doesn't sell much, so I'm assuming that's how he makes his rent.
Okay. No, duly noted. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I might just pop up there. I'm a little curious now.
Yes, well, have a good day, dearie.
And you, have a good and profitable one. Thank you very much for your information.
No worries, well, have a good day.
Laura's going to tip her hat, turn around and leave the shop and go back out onto the street. And at that, she'll make a beeline, looking at the shops as she goes, and she's going to make her way over towards the other side of the district where the compass shop, she was indicated by the guys where the compass shop was. And she'll just make her way over there and then just wait.
Okay, so while Elora is in the Silver Seal, the rest of you, did anyone go with Elora?
No, she walked off.
Yeah, she's wandered off.
She was off.
Lone wanderer.
Okay. So you all head down to this armour shop, where you're greeted by the same kind of the same gentleman who took your orders, and he very, very quickly gets you all squared away, gets you all sorted. He pops your armour onto you and takes some final measurements, you could say. And to be honest with you, there's very little he's adjusting at all. He might take a leather strap and just pop another hole in it, but that's about it. He's got a pretty good eye, and he's got you guys measured up pretty well.
Excellent.
So it doesn't take long before you have your new shiny armour.
Well, I have to say I'm very impressed. The armour fits well. The shield looks fantastic. You're a top fella. I will recommend you to everybody I meet in the guild.
He kind of doffs his little kind of cap to you.
See, I told you he was pretty good. I mean, the two chainmail shirts he got absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, he's not bad at all, Kieran. I would suggest. Sorry, what was your name again, fella? So we can let people know in the guild who you were.
Ned.
Ned. There you go. He kind of gives you like a bit of a no.
Ned's the armourer. Excellent. Well, Ned, I will tell everybody I meet that you made my armour. Have you put your armourer's mark on it somewhere so that I can point it out? Excellent, Ned. Well done.
He gives you a bit of a and then he kind of points underneath one of the plates on your shoulder.
Oh, look. What are the chances? Your armourer's mark is a picture of a little dog. Look at that. What are the chances?
Okay.
Right, next stop the compass shop, guys.
Yes, sir.
If you're all happy. I'm going to walk down in this new armour, see if I can get the measure of
Make sure it doesn't
walking
chafe.
as quietly as I can in it.
I'll stay outside this time.
Yeah, you were a bit bumpy, weren't you?
You said I was bumpy. You're going to be in that big load of armour.
Well, it's bigger than I'm used to, but I have to say it's a remarkably good fit.
Yes. Okay. Well, enjoy. We can keep an eye out for Laura.
Yeah, she did say she'd appear at some stage.
Okay. So
Off to the compass shop.
when you get to the compass shop, you see a figure stood outside, wearing big Cuban heels and a hat with corks around the edge.
I'd recognise that hat anywhere.
I think it's the Cuban heels.
Oh, hi guys, how you doing?
What do you think? Look, new armour.
Well, I need sunglasses now because there's a bit of glare coming off that lot.
Bad as well. Look at this big spiky shield as well. That's going to be handy.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, it actually fits you really well, that does. Give us a twirl.
Yeah, all right then. Don't mind doing that. It's a little bit snug round the middle. I'm sure.
That's probably all those hog roasts you keep eating.
No, I reckon he might have got that measurement slightly wrong. But otherwise, I mean, it's a very good fit.
It is actually. It's quite flattering, actually. That looks good. Looks good. Oh, you look good as well there, Kieran.
I
You
always
always
look
look
good.
good.
Oh dear.
I'd already got my armour.
Well, I know that. I was just being complimentary. I'll tell you what, let's just move on.
The sun
It's
does glint
wasted.
off it rather
It's the
magnificently.
diamond.
Yeah.
You know, it's the diamond.
That big rock in the middle of it makes it much more shiny.
Yes. What?
God, what have I started? Hi, Opera, how you doing?
Oh, I'm okay, thank you. I'm just along for the ride.
Just along for the ride. Oh, yeah, actually, Opera, we had another bit of a business to attend to.
Do we?
Yeah.
What's that
So
then?
while they're just going in the compass shop, you guys going in there, are you, to go and get this spider?
Well, Kewin's going to stay outside because he very nearly destroyed the place last time he was inside. Kept knocking stuff over with his elbows. So I was going to go in on my own and leave him minding Pickle outside the door.
Okay, well, right. Okay, well, you do that. I tell you what, should we meet back somewhere, or I'm going to take Ogvar and we're going to go.
How about by the cathedral? You know, the tall clock.
Yeah,
building
okay,
with the
fine.
clock
Yeah,
on it.
well, I'll tell you what, we'll wait over there by the clock. Yeah,
Excellent.
Yeah.
We shall meet you under the clock.
under the clock. Yeah, yeah,
Great.
great. Yeah, have you got a handkerchief?
I'll be carrying a copy of the local newspaper.
Righto. Ogvar, I mean, you can come with us if you like, Kieran, but we're just on a little bit of a secret mission here that's a bit hush-hush.
A bit hush-hush.
Yeah.
Do you need a bodyguard?
No, but you're welcome to join us.
Yes, I'll come with you if if there's anything anybody needs bashing. You know, I'm always up for that.
Right, okay. Bear with me a minute. Laura's going to pull out a notebook and a pencil from the side of her pack, and she's just going to write on the actual note so that Ogvar can see, and she can show it to them. And it's going to say, need to get something nice to protect Orland. Need to go to armourer or something similar. And she's just going to show that to Ogvar, and then she's going to show it to Kewin, and she's going to put her fingers to her lips, because obviously Orland can hear. Yes, that's it. Yeah.
I'm going to point to where we've just come from.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll tell you what. You lead on, and we'll follow you.
Follow me. See you in a bit, kiddo.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Good luck with that. Hope you get a deal.
Pickle, sit, stay.
Right, so Alora and Ogvar and Kewin are going to go marching off to the armourers where he's just come from.
Okay.
So she's thinking. Right, she gets to the armourers and she's going to walk in. Hi there. Wonder if you can help us. She's going to just put Orland down on counter or table, whatever is in the front of the armourers, you know, just somewhere onto a workbench or something, and just say,
Okay.
I'm looking to get something nice made to be a bit more protective for my bag, for my haversack here. I'd like to get some nice little shiny sort of some kind of embossed buckles put on it, and I was thinking that I'd like to get like a little chainmail affair that I can just slide over the handle and attach underneath the handle over the top, so that it's got like a bit of a chainmail protection to look after its leather. You know, or
He looks at you, nods, turns around, and you hear the kind of clinking of metal from behind him as he picks up a square of chainmail. It looks like it's half finished. It looks quite dense, but it does look half finished. And he takes it, and he very quickly kind of takes a loop, like a big metal loop, obviously for like a buckle for leather, hooks it in round the one end of Orland's strap, bashes it tight round the other end, and Orland now has a chainmail skirt.
oh, that's almost perfect. Look at that. It's almost like it was made for him. How much do we owe you for that?
20 gold.
20 gold.
Okay, here you go. I'll pay it out of what's it coffers.
Oh, that's really kind. Thank
Well,
you.
he's part of his group, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Kieran. That's wonderful.
He's part of us. It's a bit more protection for him. Yeah, we'll take it out of party coffers. That's not a problem.
Wonderful. That's fantastic. Great, thank you. Right, so Alora's pretty happy with that. She looks at Ogvar. Is there anything else you think, Ogvar, or do you think that's...
Oh no, that looks quite satisfactory, I think. I think that will do the job adequately.
Fantastic. Wonderful. Right, well, so the guy's been paid. I thank him. And
Thanks
then
again, Ned.
we're going to turn around and walk out of the shop, and I'll say, there you go, Orland. We've been talking about this for a while, and, well, we wanted to get you something nice, and, well, we hope that it's We hope it's comfortable.
Oh, it's brilliant. Love it. And he gives like a kind of wiggle on your side, and you get like the chainmail kind of moves. It's like it's like he's doing a little samba dance.
Wonderful.
Only us.
Great, that's wonderful. And maybe later on, Ogvar will deal with those scratches that you picked up when I fell down that wall. I mean, it wasn't my fault, and I'm sorry about that, but it's been a little while since you've had a bit of treatment with the bag butter, so maybe, you know, Ogvar made a good job of it last time, so maybe he can give you a bit of a buff up. What do you reckon?
Oh, I love you guys.
Yeah, well, we love you because you look after us in different ways, don't you? That's great. Brilliant. Okay, so having hauled Orland back across, like over my head and across the strap running diagonally across my body, I'm going to say to Kieran, well, should we just head on over and try and find where this clock is and this clock tower?
Yeah,
I don't think it'd be too
follow
hard.
me. I know where the church is.
Oh, okay, fine. Well, okay. You good, Ogvar?
Oh, yes, of course, yes.
Brilliant. Right, well, we'll lead on then. Lead on, Kieran. We'll follow you.
Follow me.
And that we will make our way
Okay.
to the clock tower and wait for Caddo.
Okay, so now zooming our way back to the aforementioned Caddo, you push open the door to the shop. Again, you're meted with this kind of multitude of drawers and small, tiny, fragile-looking cogwork bits and pieces. And it's again this kind of very tall, high vaulted ceiling. And you make your way up towards the front desk, where you see this gentleman who I probably gave a name.
I don't think we did actually. I think he was nameless in the compass shop. Hang on, let me look back. Compass shop was
Okay.
no name. He gave me an estimate of 35 gold pieces, which I paid. I asked about pocket watches; they were too expensive. I asked him about spyglasses, and he gave me a rough price. And then we went straight off to the bishop. So no, we didn't get a shop name or a person name.
Okay. So as you walk up to this counter, you see this the same guy who was there before, very kind of short, wizened, hunchback with these gnarly, like long fingers. And as you walk in, he looks up at you and he gives a and looks at you.
Well, good morning. I've come to pick up my compass that I dropped off with you yesterday for repair.
Yep. And he reaches into a drawer, and again, he's got these kind of he hasn't got gloves on this time. He has just got like, you can see his hands. And he reaches into a drawer, and with these like long, spindly fingers, he pulls out your compass, and he places it on a velvet cushion in front of him on the table. Well, there you have it, all fixed. Don't go breaking it again.
Looks fantastic. Yeah, I have it. I mean, it's been my prized possession for a long time. I'm very grateful you fixed it. Believe it or not, it was stolen by a bird and fell out of a tree. And I will try and avoid that
yes,
happening
that's what
to
they
it
all
again.
say.
Yeah, I know. But thank you so much. I didn't catch your name, sir.
That's because I didn't give it.
Okay, fair enough. That's okay. You don't have to give your name, sir. But the benefits of Avacyn be upon you, because that's quite a fantastic job. Thank you very much. While I've got you though, as a bit of a captive audience, one of my friends passed me a spyglass that they've had for a little while, and I just wondered if you could give me a very quick valuation of it, just so that I can see if whether or not it's in good repair and whether or not the optics in it are working as they should. And with that, I shall take off my backpack, get out said spyglass, and pass it over.
Yep. He takes it again in these really long, kind of almost skeletal fingers. And he begins kind of opening it out, looking at it, and you get the rather comical view as he kind of puts the kind of like the small end to his eye, and then puts the large end to his eye, and you get a really big magnified eyeball. And yeah, he takes a good look at it, runs his fingers over it, twitches his nose a bit, gives a and then he comes out with the grand total of 25 gold.
Oh, really? Okay. Super. But the optics work, don't they?
Adequately.
Super, that's all I need. Adequate will cover my needs. Super. That and the compass will. I should be able to work out where I'm going. I'll stand on the top of the hill. Thank you very much for your help. I shall leave you to your work.
Okay. He promptly heads back to his work and ignores you.
Brilliant. The blessings of Averson be upon you, sir. And I shall wander out of the store.
Okay.
I might
And
close
you
the door.
leave.
I might close the door fairly firmly.
Yeah. Okay. You hear a very indignant squawk from inside,
Excellent.
and he doesn't appear to own a parrot.
Aim achieved. Brilliant. And then I shall tap my thigh. I assume Pickle will therefore come to heel, and I will head my way up towards the church.
After gathering back at the guild, our group grab a late supper before retiring to their respective rooms for some sound shut-eye. Next morning, rested and refreshed, they convene to conclude some bits of business as yet unfinished. Caddo collects his compass and commissioned armour, whilst Ogvar and Laura equip Orland, their sentient satchel, with a swanky shroud of chainmail for some fashionable protection. Elora ascertains the existence of an elusive item that she is eager to acquire, but for now, our heroes are headed back to a certain holy place as a further chat with the bishop beckons.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. Having you as a listener means everything to us. So, whichever streaming service you choose to listen to us with, please give us a like, subscribe and follow. We would love for you to join us on our Facebook or Twitter page, where you can catch up with all of our latest news. While you're waiting for the next episode of Secrets of the Silver City, why not pop over to our website, where you can read all of the information about this campaign, from backstories to setting. All of the links are in the bio of this episode. Join us again next week for the next instalment. Thank you for listening.